here. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Thank you. I'll take it from here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're a doll. Okay, Lisa. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to this segment called Ask Moniiee, a wellness check-in, where you ask me to help you with problems as if we are not the same age. Alright, let me take these off and let me get serious with y'all. Hey y'all, it's your favorite babyface doll. Why? Hey y'all, it's your favorite babyface doll, Moniiee, coming back at you with another video. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my last video. It's a little gameplay that I did, and I want to keep doing those. So if you have any other games that you want me to play or try out, comment down below and let me know. If you haven't watched it, shame on you, simply. And if you have watched it, I love you. So within myself, there's a lot of things that make me, a lot of varieties. I have a lot of interests, and I want my channel to have a lot of variety and a lot of interests too. I asked you guys to, just send some things you would want me to talk about on my channel, and one of the things was relationships. I hate that so much, but we gotta talk about it. Relationships are so interesting. And I haven't had a whole bunch, and I definitely haven't lived long enough to, have all the answers, but I definitely have had experiences and lessons that I've had on my own to know maybe just what I would do. Not that I have all the answers, maybe what I feel could help you. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, share, and ring that bell so you know when I post, because it's important. Without further ado, let's get on to the segment called Ask Moniiee, relationship status, when it's time to let go. Before I get started, these are just a few things that I list. There's so much more. It's not all of them, and if I tried to list all of them, we would be here all day, and I don't want to be. There's so much more than what I have written down. So if you have anything you want to add, just comment down in the comment section. Alright, here we go. When it's time to let go, for one, when you're thinking about letting go, and I mean you're thinking about it, you're pondering on it, it's something that rattles on your head on a daily basis, that it's become an issue with yourself. First thing you should do is some self-evaluation. Why are you constantly thinking about letting go? The next thing you should do is probably have a conversation with your partner about why you're thinking about letting go, and maybe go as far as to asking if they feel the same way. When you're in a relationship, you could be very much in sync more than you know. You guys could be feeling the same way, so maybe bringing it up is a good thing so you guys can have a conversation about it. If you and your partner are feeling the same way, now a decision has to be made. Are you guys going to move forward into thinking about how to not let go? Or are you guys going to have that conversation about deciding to let go? When it's time to let go, when you're thinking about letting go. So if that's the case, simply just let go. Especially if you've done all you can in order to not have those thoughts. But if it's just something that you just feel like you need to do, let go. Number 2, questioning things. It's okay to have questions, but there's such thing as dumb questions, good questions, bad questions, and no such thing as a dumb question. But I believe there is. What I mean about questioning things is you're questioning the entire relationship as a whole. You're questioning your partner. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning why you're here, why you're there, why you're everywhere when it comes to being in this relationship. That's okay. It's okay if you're trying not to have those questions. It's okay when you have those questions and you're talking to your partner about why you're having those questions. It's fine. It becomes an issue when you're continuously having those questions. But when it comes to certain things that's just sticking out to you more and more, you might want to listen to what's going on internally rather than trying to ignore it. Especially if you've done all you can to not have those questions anymore. Especially when you've done all you can to not keep questioning things. Either it's time to deal with those questions or it's time to let go. Number 3, which goes along with number 2, Question things without communication. In other words, you have these questions, but you refuse to communicate with your partner about why you're having these questions or what's going on. As a couple, you guys are synced more than you actually know. It's a bond that you're making, and even more of a bigger bond when you guys are married. But I don't know nothing about marriage. Don't ask me about marriage. What I mean is when you're having these questions in your head and you refuse to actually go and talk to your partner about it. You just rather just continue to have those questions in your head. And why are you trying to answer these questions about someone that isn't you? In other words, if you have a question about that person, go ask that person. But if you refuse to go and talk to that person about these questions, it might be an issue. When you're trying to make something work, you're definitely going to want to communicate, because communication is key. But along with communication, you want to make sure your partner is comprehending what you are saying so that there is no miscommunication, there's no more issues and no more problems, so you don't have to revisit the same issue. Questioning things may be scary, but questioning things and you don't want to talk about it is even scarier, which might be a sign that it's time to let go, especially if you've done all you can. Number 4, you don't want to communicate. And I mean at all, to the point you don't even want to talk about what y'all gonna eat today. Communication is key, and comprehension is just as important. But if you don't want to do neither, once again, you go through the whole process of evaluating, talking to your partner, and then you guys decide what you're gonna do next. There's steps in between, there's a process in between those things, but basically, just to put it into simple things, it's just about 3 things you gotta do. Internal evaluation, talking to your partner, what y'all gonna do next. But if you don't want to evaluate yourself, if you don't want to talk to your partner, if you don't want to do none of that, you definitely need to have a conversation. And it might be the conversation that you don't want to do this anymore. When you're in a relationship, you want to make it work. You want to do what you can to keep it going, to keep it up, to keep it, to hold it up, you know? But if you don't want to communicate even a simple problem or even what y'all want to do today, it might be a problem. It might be time to let go. Number 5, love is lost. I know people have heard the phrase, fell out of love, and it's possible because it happens. Love loss can happen from multiple situations within the relationship to the point where your love may have decreased a little for the partner that you're with. There's 2 processes that you can go through in order to figure out what you're going to do with that love loss. Either you're going to continue to let that love be lost, or you're going to continue to find a way to bring that love back up. If you're okay with seeing yourself losing love for your partner, I'm pretty sure they're on the other side seeing you lose love for them, and it hurts. Best thing that you could do for that partner and for yourself is to let go. You don't want to continue to be in something, continue to lose love for someone, and it just ends in turmoil. Breakups are hard enough, so it's better to let go when you notice there's a problem and you notice that you're not going to try to fix it, rather than when it's completely broken and when you break up, it's even more of a mending situation that happens on both parties. And sometimes that may not be healthy for both of you, especially if you're not really good with, mending yourself or finding good ways to fix the problem within yourself when you guys break apart. But be honest with yourself and your partner that your feelings just aren't the same no more. And if you guys had that kind of relationship or that kind of vibe, bond, or whatever you want to call it, I'm pretty sure they're going to understand. I would rather somebody tell me they're done with me than to continue to see them lose love for me, but they want to still be in a relationship with me. It's kind of selfish and it's kind of messed up, but especially if you're not trying to make it work or gain that love back. That's when it's time to let go, honestly. Number 6, when you're thinking about what the next person is going to do, pay attention when you're venting to your friends and family. You probably shouldn't, but pay attention to the things you're saying when you talk about how you want to be treated. And after you're done talking about how you want to be treated, are you saying that's what you want your partner to do, or are you saying that that's what you want the next partner to do? Everybody knows how they want to be treated, and it's so okay to have preferences and priorities. It's so much more damaging leaving your partner in the dark if you're not communicating the things that you want them to do, and you've just completely mentally and emotionally moved on without them even knowing. And if you guys have done all you can, if you guys have tried to do those things, and you know your partner has tried to be that or to do what you want and to treat you how you want, and it's still not working, it's time to let it go. Number 7, our last one, you'd rather be alone. And I mean, you just don't want them around. You are just totally okay with their company not even being here. You just don't care. You guys plan to have children at some point. What happened? You guys plan to get married and now you don't want to. What happened? Shoot, you guys planned to go to the mall today, but you ended up going by yourself because you didn't want them to go. What happened? It's okay to have your own time to yourself, believe me. But even those antisocial person who has probably one friend or none friends, but even they want their partner around. Your partner gets on your nerves, but you want to know they're in the other room, just not in the room you're at. But if it's getting to the point, like let's say your partner was gone for a week and you didn't miss them at one time, what happened? You and your partner are in sync in so many different ways. So they can tell when you don't want them around. The selfless thing is to literally let it go. Don't be selfish of wanting to have the luxury of being single and the luxury of being in a relationship. You need to choose one. Breakups are already damaging enough. So the least you can do is have some dignity, some self-respect, and some respect for your partner, and just be like, hey, it's just not there no more. I'd rather be by myself. It's okay to be single, but be single. Don't be single and in a relationship. Let it go. I was really nervous about talking about all this because, for one thing, I'm 23 years old. I ain't got all the answers. I've only been in a few relationships in my entire life. I can't guide y'all, but the least I could do is be relatable and, you know, give my 2 cents on what I think should happen when it comes to certain things like relationships and the things that come with it. There's so much more that can be talked about when it comes to relationships and when it comes to dating, when it comes to being single. There's so much more things that can be said. But I'm only 23 years old. One thing that I'm learning is the importance of really taking care of yourself. And I mean make yourself a priority in every aspect. Single or in a relationship, in a friendship or in a family. Make yourself a priority. Take care of you because nobody's going to take care of you like you. Sometimes that could be hard when you're the type of person that, you know, wants to make sure everybody's okay, but check in with you first, please, because you're going to feel so much better and have so much energy to provide to the world and to, you know, the people that are around you when you are at your very best. I know this could be a hard topic when you're thinking about letting go, when you don't want to let go, or when you're trying to realize, is this me wanting to let go? You got to recognize that behavior, so it's kind of hard. But while you're going through all that processing and thinking about what you're going to do next, I love you with all my heart. I want you to know that I care about you, and we had this conversation through the camera about our wellness check-in together. I hope you're doing well, and regardless if you decided to, you know, comb your hair or if you won $1 billion, I'm proud of you. If nobody else told you, I'm proud of whatever you're doing today, whatever you did yesterday, and what you're gonna do tomorrow. And before we part ways, you know I gotta do it. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, share, and turn on that bell so you know when I post. And thank you so much for being here and watching, and continue to watch all the other videos as well. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and Yahweh willing, I will see you all in the next video. Shalom. Love you.